Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a young boy named Lucas. Was a kind-hearted and gentle soul who loved nothing more than spending his days exploring the outdoors and befriending all the creatures that called the forest home. However, despite his peaceful nature, Lucas had a problem named Kyle. Kyle was the school bully, a towering figure with a mean streak as wide as the river that ran through the town. He took pleasure in tormenting his classmates, especially those like Lucas, who were quieter and didn't fight back. Every day, Kyle would corner Lucas on his way to school. Lucas would endure the bullying silently, his heart heavy with sadness and frustration. He didn't understand why Kyle targeted him, but he knew he had to find a way to stand up to him. One day, as Lucas trudged home from school, his mind swirling with thoughts of Kyle and his relentless bullying, he stumbled upon an old, abandoned cabin hidden deep in the woods. Intrigued, Lucas pushed open the creaky door and stepped inside, his eyes widening in wonder at the sight before him. The interior of the cabin was filled with shelves upon shelves of dusty books, each one filled with knowledge and wisdom beyond imagining. Lucas felt a thrill of excitement course through him as he realized that he had stumbled upon a forgotten library, hidden away from the world for who knew how long. For hours, Lucas pored over the books, drinking in the words and losing himself in the stories they contained. And as he read, he began to feel something stir within him, a sense of confidence and strength he had never known before. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Lucas returned to school the next day with a determination burning in his heart. When Kyle approached him in the hallway, ready to unleash his usual barrage of insults and threats, Lucas stood tall and faced him with unwavering resolve. But instead of retaliating with violence or anger, Lucas did something unexpected. With calmness in his voice, he spoke to Kyle, not with hatred or fear, but with empathy and understanding. He shared with Kyle the pain he felt from being bullied, the loneliness that gnawed at his soul, and the longing for acceptance and friendship. To Lucas's surprise, Kyle listened. His hardened expression softened, and for the first time, Lucas saw a glimmer of vulnerability in his eyes. Kyle confessed that he, too, had felt lost and alone, that his anger was merely a shield to hide his own insecurities and fears. In that moment, something miraculous happened. The walls that had divided Lucas and Kyle crumbled away, replaced by a bond forged from empathy and compassion. Together, they vowed to put an end to the cycle of bullying, to stand up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves, and to spread kindness and understanding wherever they went. And from that day forward, Lucas and Kyle became unlikely allies, using their voices not to tear each other down, but to lift each other up. The once feared bully became a champion of change, leading by example and inspiring others to do the same. As for Lucas, he discovered that true strength doesn't come from physical prowess or intimidation, but from the courage to speak up for what is right and the willingness to extend a hand of friendship, even to those who may seem like enemies. And so, in the small town, nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, a new chapter began. A chapter filled with hope, compassion, and the belief that no matter how dark the world may seem, kindness will always prevail in the end.